A man will never get rid of a useful woman. He might not commit to you, but he will never get rid of you.
If he doesn't really see you as somebody who's beneficial to his life, other than a smile and emptying his ball sack, y'all ain't going anywhere.
Between his career and his mission and his lifestyle, his hands are full. It takes time and effort and energy to execute those things. You're not just here to benefit from all of his hard work. That's narcissistic and entitled. The master key, the one thing that you absolutely have to do as a woman in order to secure a commitment from a man is you have to be useful.
Yes.
Useful. That is the key. You have to be useful.
Like a
I'll say it as many times as I need to. You have to be useful.
I'm just playing. That's not what he means.
This is actually a reversal of the way that most women go about dating and relationships, in which it's all about them. Relative to the man you want, you are not the prize.
Here's my issue with women. They don't expect nor intend to put in any of the effort when you're dating them, right? During the courtship, right? It's typically expected. Hey, it's the guy trying to woo the girl. But I mean, once men get some ass, it's the dynamics could be stagnant for years, and we don't care. We're in no rush to try to move things forward. All right. Once you give up that ass, we're good. We're good off of that. Women, if you want a dude to take you seriously, commit to you, then you have to start being more useful to him, right? You can't just be going along for the ride, just sitting there, getting treated out. Like, I get it. You're nice. You're sweet. Every time he asks you out, you still go out with him. But listen. If he doesn't really see you as somebody who's beneficial to his life, other than a smile and emptying his ball sack, y'all ain't going anywhere.
You are only the prize relative to the men who want you, and you don't want those guys. And this means that you can't expect to be the adored in this dynamic. If you assume that this guy is going to go out of his way and come to you and pick you up and buy you dinner and work on your schedule and cater to your desires, you have another thing coming. It's not about you.
And ladies, stop dating bums, because some of y'all are listening to this right now and going like, what the heck? Do you know how important I am? I always do X, Y, and Z, and men aren't deserving. Quit dating bums, okay? Because you're comparing what he's saying, what I'm saying, to all the goobers, all the bums that you dated in your past. These have to be good, thorough guys you can actually see a future with. You need to add on to that, to this type of person, right? So get that, that Tyrone or that F-boy Brad. Stop. We're not talking about them.
A busy, successful man with lots of options doesn't have time for that nonsense.
Boom.
He's on a mission, and his mission, which is generally associated with a self-transcendent overarching goal, is more important than what you want. But here's the catch. You can get what you want if you can help the man achieve his mission. That is, if you can be useful. Ask not what your man can do for you, but what you can do for your man. Okay? That is essential, because if you can be useful to a man, you can slowly integrate yourself step by step into his life to the point where you are so involved in the everyday mechanics of his existence that it would be functionally impossible to get rid of you. A man will never get rid of a useful woman. He might not commit to you. That takes still other things. We'll talk about that in future episodes. But he will never get rid of you. In the absence of a marriage contract, which you don't have yet, usefulness is your safety net. Why? Because if your usefulness would significantly disrupt his life if you were to leave, you now have job security. If the only thing you take with you when you leave a relationship is your Netflix password, you fucked up. You were not providing valuable instrumental support.
If I'm going to take a woman seriously, you have to improve my life. You have to help me on my mission. And ladies, you could do this in two ways. You could either be an assistant, you could be like a secretary. You could be hands on in my business or what I got going on, career wise or entrepreneurial wise. You could be hands on. You could help me. I could be supportive there, or you could just be more like a caregiver, more like a nurse. Like I come home, you rub my head, make sure there's food on the table. Give me a little massage because I've been working hard. I've been carrying this team on my back all day. That, th- you will leave quite the impression on me. And I don't really meet women who want to get involved in my life or who are doing things because they know because they know of my hardships. Nor are women all that curious to know about what I got going on, which is very telling. As much as I like to keep my personal business to myself, if you're if you keep asking all these intrusive questions in order to help me, all right, we got a keeper. We got a winner. We at least got a main chick.
Which made it easy to replace you and or let you go. And how do you help a man? You help a man by making his life easier. You help a man by making his life better and his work easier. Most women do neither of these things. Y'all can be a real headache to deal with. You're like a second job that we have to pay to work. And relationships like this not only generally don't last, but are characterized by conflict and strife until they fall apart as well.
See, that's added stress men don't need. The last thing we want to do is come home to more stress. We've been out all day. We've been working. We've been thinking. All this is so I can have a good life, provide for my family, and take care of Shawty. Then we get home to Shawty, and she's ungrateful. She's nasty. She's a little bitter. She's loud. This is stress we don't need. This is another job. I don't want to walk into another job after I leave my other one.
However, if you can approach relationships with a different mentality, with the understanding that you are earning the privilege of a relationship with the man you desire by providing value, you're going to have a much easier time of things. It's just like in business. Just asking for a job or a professional commitment doesn't work. You earn your opportunities with your competence and your effort and your savviness. The same is true here. Now, how you can actually be helpful depends on the man in question. You can learn how to help a man by becoming curious about his life. Do your research. Ask questions. Listen to him. This isn't some schmuck who's sitting on the couch getting high and playing video games. There is a reason why you're attracted to him, and that reason probably has to do with the fact that he has a lot going on. The number one thing I hear from women that they want in a man is ambition. They have a lot of things going on, the ambitious men. Between his career and his mission and his lifestyle, his hands are full. It takes time and effort and energy to execute those things. You're not just here to benefit from all of his hard work. That's narcissistic and entitled. Remember, the only women who get this treatment are trophy wives. And to be a trophy wife, you need to A, be enviably beautiful, and B, stay on the shelf where you belong. Most of you are
Stay in your
not
place.
A, and most of you don't want B. So you need to cultivate other expectations with respect to how you approach men.
Ladies, I know this is hard for you to take in. I know you felt like you were the prize. I know you've been lied to your whole life. But listen. Guys can find a way to get the relationship without actually making commitment to the relationship. Y'all know it. He knows what he's doing. So if you just want to be somebody that he can depend on outside of draining his balls, then yeah, you're gonna have to add to his life, right? And these are thorough dudes. These are ambitious guys. These are guys going somewhere with their life. If you're not dating a guy like this, then break up with them. Stop looking for all these destructive, lost boys. Stop trying to treat them. Stop trying to be their mama. If part of you feels like you could fix this guy, you could nurture, you could help raise this guy, you could provide for this guy, you need to get out of those relationships. You need to avoid these men because they aren't going to do anything for you, right? So look up, look up. There's some good guys out there who are going somewhere. Because remember, you want a relationship, you want to get married, you want a family, blah blah blah. Stop thinking about who it's with because y'all don't know what y'all want. Think about what it is. What you don't know what you want in a man, but you do know what you want out of life. So let's focus on that. Let's focus on that and see what we could do to help a man out. To what did he say? To make his life easier and his workload. Nope, let's flip it. Make his life better and make his workload easier.